Continued education is the key to success. Keep growing, keep learning, keep expanding. Accountability is where the money is made. Ron, I'm selling 3 things today. What am I selling? Because I forgot to write them down. Nope, wrote them down the other page. Wholesale Mastermind, Paul Fink's event in Vegas, and Agent Alchemist Social Dynamics. Also, I'm going to sell this, and I'm going to give you 5 copies of this book because I want you spreading the word. Right? If you already have the book, great. Keep your copy. I'll sign it. I want you to spread the word. That's what I'm selling. I'm going to sell it for $1,000, but first, I'm going to make it sound super valuable. Is that okay? If I tell you it's worth like $10,000, that a Harvard degree is worth $250,000, and you're going to be able to continue all of this, because here's the deal. After this, you get the world to work with. And it could be a mixed bag out there. Could be. There's a good chance that out there in the world, somewhere on this feed, there's someone who is going to tell you that you can't be successful doing this. There's someone who's going to say, nah, can't find that deal. There's someone out there who's going to say, toilets in every house. You know how many toilets you're going to plunge? A 3-family?
None.
It's going to be nuts. There's somebody out there who's going to say you can't get the money to do that deal. You don't have enough money. You have enough experience. Nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. We were doing the mastermind. Who here has been to the mastermind on Saturdays? We were doing it every single Saturday. You know what I saw? Movement. I saw progress. I saw too much progress. I saw so much progress in the growth mindset that people weren't taking action anymore. They got overwhelmed with the next steps ahead, and they stopped doing, and then they stopped coming. Anybody experience that? Anybody who's been to the mastermind for a while has seen that you come to the mastermind, you sit at the table, you get some value, and then you leave, and you've got this big thing of things to do, and at the end of the week you haven't finished it, and you're like, I don't want to go back and be told I got more to do. It's overwhelming, right? So we're doing the mastermind every week. I was doing it too often. It was like giving oxygen to somebody who can't handle that much oxygen and just messing up their mind, right? Sometimes as a trainer I want to overtrain. Sometimes as a coach I want to overcoach. Sometimes as a real estate investor I want to buy everything, right? It comes in spurts. It comes in frequency. Growth can't happen all at once. I wish it could. I wish we would plug into the matrix. It's like, I know karate, right? I can calculate cap rates with my eyes closed. Like, I wish it worked that way. But it takes time. It takes experience. I can walk into any building in Fall River and know if it's a deal or not. Instantly. 5 minutes. In and out of the building, I know if I'm buying it or not. I know what my price is. I know what I'm going to do with the building. Put me in Taunton, I don't have that. Put me in New Bedford, Brockton. New Bedford, I can guess. I'm still guessing. It's not solid information. That's why I pick a location. The mastermind is going to hold you accountable. So the problem with the mastermind, now it's every week. So we're adjusting it. We're cutting the mastermind out of Saturdays. Who here is sad about that? Give me a, I know. It's my favorite part because I outmove all of you guys. For me, that once a week thing is like perfect. I'm done by Tuesday, right? So the mastermind was really built for me. The problem is my high-level players stopped coming because I was giving them too much, right? And you were on your way, Joe. I know you were. I was overdoing it. Right? And that is no fault of anybody else. I'm just it's like going and working out with somebody who is capable of running a 6-mile minute, right? 6-minute mile. Thank you. Joe, keep me on track.
Yes, sir.
6-minute mile, right? If you're running with somebody who can run a 6-minute mile, you feel slow. Does this make sense? And after a little while of it, you are physically exhausted, especially if you're running with somebody who's a tracker who can just run miles. You stop at mile 1 because you're a little out of shape. Doesn't mean that you couldn't get to running 10 miles. It's just you can't do it in a day. And I had to step back. And I'm saying this completely humbly. I might be a little further ahead. I might be used to this mindset stuff a little bit.
Can we do call teams?
Call teams?
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. I have no problem with it.
Yeah, like in here, if you guys are all together, just 3, and then call each other to see where you are.
So we're going to create little individual accountability groups, and it's going to work something like that. But for the mastermind, there's something valuable about coming together as a group, as a mastermind, but I think the frequency should be closer to 2 months. Every 2 months, we all come together, and it won't be 1 hour. It'll be probably 2, 3, 4 hours. But in that 2, 3, 4, you've done a mastermind with Paul Fink, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be doing something more like that,
That's nice.
where we're all going to contribute. There's not gonna be anybody just sitting in the room because we've all paid to be there. The $1,000 is that mastermind. Now I've paid $5,000 to be part of my mastermind. My mastermind's full of millionaires, so makes sense, right? Yes. For $1,000 for a year to be a part of 6, I know I'm holding up the number 5, but that's because I'm drinking. To be a part of 6 group events, we're all getting together, figuring out where you're at in your business, and you have 2 months to go and find new problems. Solve the old ones, get them all the interaction done, then come back and find new problems for us. We will answer them, and as this mastermind grows, become better at fixing wherever each other's at. Here's my next exercise. I'm not going to tell you all of it, but I'm going to split you guys up into cities and quadrants, and the people who are close to each other will be wholesaling to each other. Right? People who are in the same city will be working on deals together, different strategies, different marketing campaigns, because everybody has different strengths. We're going to talk about the different lead gen opportunities after lunch. So I'm going to aim to go to lunch around 1 and get you guys back here around 2. But before then, I want to sell something. I want to sell the mastermind in Las Vegas, which I'm going to. You're going to the boot camp, 3-day boot camp, how to double your income.
Oh, okay.
Set Maverick selling system. You double your income. Who's been to it before? Just the 3 of us. Okay. So Maverick selling system, how to double your income. The first time I went, I doubled my income. The second time I went, I doubled my income. The third time I went, I doubled my income. Crazy. So I'm going back again because it gets fun. Doubling your income is a fun process. Paul goes into DISC on a level that I won't touch. I'm going to be more specific on negotiating tactics for real estate investing. Be very specific in that arena. But what Paul does is way beyond what I'm going to touch. He goes into the mindset way deeper than I'll go into mindset. And then he gives you an opportunity to network with each other. And it's honestly some of the people that I've met through that are some of my best friends. And now I have Mavericks within the Alchemist system. So now we got Maverick Alchemists. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's like set. So anyway, what is a mastermind? In a mastermind, you come to the table with your biggest question. Masterminds are how I've gotten to where I am because they break you down and make you be very real. Like what we did with Amanda earlier. I've done with Amanda twice now. Where it's very real. This is where you're at. We want to know who you are, everything about you, and then we want to know where you want to go. Because everybody else is outside the box. We all have different experiences, we all have different careers, we have different knowledge, different education, different friends, different relationships, different things we can help you out with. And so we provide that solution to you. The mastermind's responsibility is to bring their best to the game. And your responsibility is to show up and be honest. It's a safe place for you to be honest about your life, where you're at, what you're doing, so that we can move you forward. All right? Anytime somebody lies in the mastermind, they're only lying to themselves. We don't give a shit. We're just gonna give you the best answer we can. If you don't know what you want, that's on you. Right? We will give you the best answer for what you ask for. That is what the mastermind is all about, is delivering to you the results so you can get the life that you want. I've traveled the country with some of my masterminds. There's some masterminds I have locally. I have one mastermind where we're looking to build $1 billion REIT. And we're players. Every one of us is a player. We're around 50 units. Our net worths are all around that 3 to 5 million mark, and we're pushing to build this. I have masterminds with people like Mario, even though we don't call it that. We have the real estate investment meetup where we meet once a month, right? These are masterminds. We're all getting together. We're networking. We're talking about our deals, what we're doing, moving forward. But they're informal masterminds. Right? They're kind of, you touch for a little bit, maybe you can put something together in a couple seconds in a conversation, and then it's kind of gone. In this mastermind, you will actually be able to build your business step by step individually by 12 people, 24 people, saying, hey, yeah, this is what I would do, this is what I would do, this is what I do on the breaks. On the breaks, we're nuts. On the breaks, we're putting everything together, right? Hey, you know what? I heard what you said there. I was thinking about this. By the way, like I didn't get a chance to say it, but this is what I would do if I was you, and it gets more deep dive in. Some people are more in line with what your business is supposed to be than other people. That's okay. Some people in Rhode Island are going to invest differently than people in Massachusetts. That's okay too. It's all about bringing the strength of the room, of a mass, together in one space with one focused goal. For those 5 minutes that everything's on you, you're all that matters. It's actually the one time in the world that other people care more about you than they care about themselves. Cool? Very valuable space to be. Masterminds are definitely the reason I am where I am. Ron and I have a powerful mastermind, just the two of us. We mastermind every Monday for 4 hours. We take 4 hours on ourselves every Monday, because that's the level of the game we're at. Like, that's why I try to offer it on Saturdays, but this was a little too much. This once a month, you're gonna come with your big question. You're gonna have a whole 2 months to work it out. And then once you've worked it out, you're gonna have found so many problems and new questions holding you back because your goals got bigger because you figured out something. Right? In fact, when I made my first $1 million, not even the first, a little further back, when I got to my first 12 units, 12 apartments, I remember thinking, wow, that was fast. I should have asked for more. I should have aimed higher, right? When I got 24 units, well, it was 22 units. Same thing, couldn't believe it. I bought 8 in like 2 months. Just put it all together. Very fast, like moved quick. As you get more progress in this, as the mastermind's dialing you in, tweaking you to what you really belong, as you're being more honest, the more honest you are in a mastermind, the more successful you'll be. The more you can just break down the barriers and say, look, I fucking made nothing last month. I don't know what happened. I lost track of my expenses. I don't know what's going on. Or I don't like my relationship. I feel like my relationship's stopping me from making all the moves forward. Or I feel like I'm letting down somebody by doing this. Or my parents want me to do that, and this is what I really want to be. Just saying it out loud to people who understand and get it, you're going to get the best advice. People who've been there. Somebody in this room has experienced something you're going through. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. This is just the reality of how these things work. So that is probably worth $1,000. It's probably worth more, but I like to keep things cheap. I like to keep them affordable. I like to make it possible. The Maverick Selling System is a $2,000 course. You can go online, you can look it up. Go to paulsevents.com / nope, nothing. paulsevents.com, you can go look it up. It's a $1,999 course. It's 3 days, intensive, double your income. When I ask people, what's it worth to you to double your income? Is $2,000 enough? If you're only making $50 a year, then no. $2,000 to double your income is a bad investment. Does this make sense? But if you're making $20,000 a year and you want to double it, $2,000 is a good return on investment. This is making sense. I agree. So that's available. If you're interested, that's what it costs. I do have a discount because I'm in with the coach. Because he's my coach. I paid him a lot to teach me. I paid him a lot for his personal cell phone. I can text him anytime and he'll answer me. He's traveling the country. Did you get that feature? Did you pay for that?
No.
All right.
I have your cell phone number though.
Whatever. Results. I paid for it. You move faster. Whatever. It works either way.
Yeah.
Is he not valuable?
Right.
Doubling your income this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than that.
Exactly. I know. So here's what I'm going to suggest. On the lunch, think about it. Yeah, Paul's Events. Just paulsevents.com. So it's the Maverick Selling System. Double your income. Honestly, I will tell you this. I don't care if you come or if you don't come. I don't care. But if you do go, I will care a lot. Right? Mm-hmm. It will be fun for me. to have my friends there in Vegas with me. I lived in Vegas for 3 months. The only reason I'm back here is to tighten the ship up and double my income again. And once it's done, I'm going back. Maybe California.
Yeah.
Right, so 4-hour difference, so right. So it's a fun place. You can do a lot of things. I will give you the grand tour after the course, right? My grand tour of Vegas is a lot of fun. We go down the Strip, we go down the Venetian. We do a lot of fun things in Vegas that don't cost anything. Very, very inexpensive to hang in Vegas for me because I was there for 3 months. I had to figure that out. Right? It's very easy to lose money in Vegas as well. If you're good at that, maybe this is not the trip for you. But Vegas is a fun time. Everything is tax deductible the whole time that we're there. What is the other thing I'm selling?
Third class.
What is it?
You got a third class, but you haven't mentioned it.
I haven't mentioned it. What is it? Oh, the Alchemist, Social Dynamics.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Paul Fink, you said?
Paul Fink, but it's just Paul's name.
F-I-N-C-K, not
Just
like.
K.
F-I-N-C-K.
Oh, it's CK. Before.
He's good.
I
He's in
didn't
the
know it was
circuit.
CK. I thought it was CK.
Yeah, it's a CK. He made fun of me at one point. I texted him his name the wrong way. So here's what I'll do. I'll tell you. I worked out a deal with Paul. We're gonna sell everything for $1,000. We're just gonna sell everything for $1,000, one shot deal.
All 3 classes?
All 3 classes.
Mastermind.
Mastermind. Paul. Oh, you're skipping ahead to
Maverick system.
Maverick. The 12.
I just wait.
Yeah, the double your income in 12 months thing. And then Agent Alchemist, Social Dynamics. Social Dynamics is something I created. Oh, I wouldn't say I created it, right? The training is something I created. But it was just something I filtered out from the world. Just something I figured out, like, if I do something, I get attention. And then if I do the right attention, I get business. If I get enough business, I get whatever I want. Math makes sense? So it's about getting attention. We use social media heavily. But I'm only spending about 20-30 minutes on social media every day, putting out the content. Now I'm spending all day on Messenger and my text messages. That's a whole different element. That's because it worked. Does that make sense? So, Social Dynamics, it's 55 videos that I recorded that teach you how to take a selfie, how to do the group videos, how to interview people, how to get more attention on your business, how to do fun stories. You're creating content every day that is so enjoyable and fun, but nobody ever sees it because you're not pulling your phone out and taking video, right? Like, you guys do some really cool things. Very seriously. The life you live is cool and fascinating. You live it, right? You wouldn't live it if it wasn't entertaining to you on some level. Let other people know. We just show you how to do it. Yes, Amanda?
So this Agent Alchemist Social Dynamics,
I know.
what you teach, can we utilize that? Like, it's not just for real estate, but that we can bring it to our other.
It works in every industry. It works. I've taught it to mortgage brokers. I've taught it to hair salons, nail salons. It works everywhere. I've taught it to attorneys, to real estate investors, real estate agents. Social Dynamics is Social Dynamics. How people interact and become obsessed with a persona and with a mission and a purpose is human nature. It's just the social media allows us to do it differently. It allows us to streamline the human nature that's already out there. This makes sense? Powerful. Social Dynamics is how I get whatever I want, whenever I want. If I'm looking for deals, I go in and I let people know what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for money, I go and I let people know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for wholesalers. I create a training for wholesalers to identify what I'm looking for. Same with agents. When I'm recruiting agents, Andrew, how did I meet you?
At a training
Mm-hmm.
for agents.
An Agent Alchemist training that I created. I use Social Dynamics in order to bring to me whatever I'm looking for. Deals, if I'm looking for deals, I surround myself with wholesalers who want to send me deals. Yes? If I'm looking for partners, I train a whole bunch of partners who will one day help me buy more real estate. Yes? You ever seen it? If I'm looking for money lenders, I train people to lend money, to go make more money, to invest with me, so that I can go do more deals and help more people. Okay? It's a creative system. Social Dynamics allows me to target those people whenever necessary. You can target whoever you want. Where are my single people at? Who's single? It's a couple of us. You want to get in a great relationship? Learn social dynamics. It works very well. Yeah, literally, think about it. If you had more attention on you, you'd have your pick of the litter. Yes? Ah? Like, what? Oh. It's true. You can choose whoever you want. Now, with great power comes great responsibility. You could literally end up with anybody you want, and that could be dangerous. You could end up happy. And we know how painful that would be, right, Amanda? We don't want to end up too happy. Because then our mind wouldn't know how to accept all that. Yeah, social dynamics is nuts, right? Well, then when I started this whole Asian Alchemist thing, I just got into all the Keller Williams real quick. And I met all the team leaders, and I got them in social media. All they saw was my face constantly. 35 people is all I had to hit to get in front of 3,000 people. Right? Just boom, make it work. Social dynamics is a powerful trick. And it works in any industry. But I geared it towards real estate because symbiotic flows, right? Make your money doing one thing. Do one thing very well, and just add another flow on, add another flow on, add another flow. The goal is to make a lot of money, then that means you can't move too much. You gotta go in one direction, one lane, stay tight, and just pick things up on your way. Don't chase it. Go on a direction, you know it's gonna be there anyway. Making sense? We have sold this. What did we sell? We sold, right? How much did you pay for it? The hat? $500? For social dynamics? Yep. I sold it for 500. I sold it for 350. I sold it for 1,000, and I've also given it away for free. Andrew, hey, did you pay for it?
I don't remember.
We didn't pay for it, we were on your team.
That's right. Aiden's on my team. Get it. That's a recruiting tactic.
I can tell.
I don't mind giving things away. I'm getting on the back end, right? I get everything I want on the back end. That's fine. I am an investor. I'll invest in you for years for that investment. That's fine. One day you'll be a partner.
Yeah.
We high five in Miami. What else? Right? I'm okay with that. I'm in this game for the long term. I got nothing else to do in my life but help people make a lot of money. I got nothing better to do than party with rich people. Right? If I gotta wait a few years for all of you to be rich, to be having parties, I'm okay with that. Right? I want to brag about paying for a whole bunch. I told Amy, we did our goals. Everybody did goals earlier? I told Amy I want to build $1 billion REIT. I want to make 100 millionaires in the next 5 years. 100 millionaires.
Yes,
Yes?
I'm one of them.
Hey, sign up. I'm working on it, right? If you're interested in being a millionaire in the next 5 years, put your hands up. Yeah? You guys are on board? We'll see. We'll see. It takes investment. It takes investment up here. It takes investment in time. It does. It takes investment in money. It takes investment in some emotional shit. There's some stuff you gotta go through. Getting rich is not about work. Not hard work anyway. It's about the hardest work there is. It's about visualizing what you want. It's about surrounding yourself with people and being vulnerable and saying, yeah, hey, look, this is what it is. It's about paying for things that other people are going to judge you for paying for. Mm-hmm. I've paid $85,000 for this education. None of that was college. Right? Being a hypnotist, being an NLP practitioner, being a trained public speaker, these are things I traveled the country to learn. When I lived in Vegas, I wasn't partying in Vegas. I did on the weekends. Right? Friends flew in. Seems like everybody flies into Vegas. I didn't realize how many friends I had that visited Vegas until I lived in Vegas. Then people would just hit me up, hey, I'm in town. What the, again? I guess this weekend. And it's not like normal weekends, like here. A friend is in town, you go out Friday night. Vegas is Friday till Sunday, no sleep. It's insane. What is capable, like, it's just like, I guess we're gonna keep going. Bro, I want the full experience. Do you really want the full again? Because I just did it last week. But it is fun. Vegas is a blast. I forgot what I got. Wow, I went so off on that one. Where was I, Joe?
Education.
Education. All right, some of my education was a lot of fun, right? But spiritual coaches, I've had spiritual coaches. I was doing yoga. We were doing Reiki. There was a lot of really cool experiences that I got to have. I mean, I was like, hallelujah! Preach to the choir. I've been hypnotized more times than I can even count. I don't even know how many times I've been hypnotized by people who are extremely good with their wordology, with making sure that everything is phrased right. I've created my own hypnosis. So I have self-hypnosis that I run on myself. Record them, sit, and enjoy. And sometimes I realize I didn't record it right, and I go back and I have to record it again. It's work. It's work becoming successful. It's work reprogramming your mind. It's work believing in yourself, knowing that you're capable of getting what you want, knowing that you deserve it. It's work. It's hard work. It's the hardest work on the planet. And nobody will see it. You'll have no results that anybody can see other than who you become. But here's the power behind it. You can put me anywhere on the planet, I will get right back to where I am because of who I've become. You have the chance to change everything about your life by changing this up here. Just a little adjustment up here, maybe a big adjustment up here. Maybe a complete 180 on your life up here, but you can have whatever you want. And when I say whatever you want, dude, I've done some things that I never thought would happen. I've experienced relationships, people, places, foods, dollar amounts, deals I never thought I would see. Never. Never in a million years. Some of the things I've done, I get like a little kid back. Let me tell you the story. I was out with Frank Padalato the other night. Anybody know Frank? We were broing out, and he lives vicariously through me, maybe. On some things, he's very successful himself. But when I talk about boys' night out, right? He listens. And some of the stories I've been able to tell, it's like, oh yeah, don't tell me money doesn't buy happiness, because I was able to pay for that penthouse. Right? We popped bottles for $1,000 that night. We just spent $1,000 at the club, and it was fun. I never thought I'd be popping bottles. I bring the things out there. We spent $1,000 for a couple of drinks. Right? I could have gone and spent $80 and had the same amount of alcohol in my system. Right? And everybody would have had more. Right? Those are things that you get when you open your mind to it. And I'm not encouraging the party life. I love time with family. I love time with my siblings. Like, when I'm with my brother, now that my brother's into real estate, I really have fun with him. He's looking to buy a big building in the city here and develop and put his business in that. But like those moments, that's life. When my brother, he built a gym called Amp Academy. Amp Academy is parkour, ninja warrior. Anybody been there?
No, but that sounds
No?
fun.
Phenomenal. It's a phenomenal gym. He primarily teaches children ages 4 to 12 as his primary demographic, but he also has adult classes, and they're a lot of fun. In fact, last year I brought my whole real estate team to go to Amp Academy as a team building experience. Really, it was a promotion for my brother, me having fun, playing with my brother and playing with my team. Right? It was just a fun experience. In fact, we should probably do that at some point. I can book it and I can get us, yeah, I can handle that, no worries. I get us like a room for an hour and we'll go and we'll bang through it. Yeah? That'd be cool?
I
I'll
want to see
talk.
Mario jumping off walls.
I had my mom, she was on my team at the time, I had my mom climbing over stuff that she, like wall running, right? We did the wall of the warped wall. It's fun. Oh, it's cool. This place is for kids. It truly is, it's for kids. But we're adults. It was like his dream was to create something, and I'll tell the story. So when I went through my divorce, I don't want to own that. The divorce. There was a divorce that I was involved in, right? Lost a few things. So, right? Not owning it. Something that happened to somebody else. And during that time he took me in, gave me a place to stay. I was paying him $200 a month and couldn't afford $200 a month. Right? Because I also quit my job right before. It's all right, bro.
Sorry,
Shut up.
it's the hard chairs. Don't worry about it.
Just quit my job right before she requested that, and so income went down, morale went down. It was a rough situation. I fell into this funk. That was where the whole broke thing came from, right? I put it in the book. I was real about it. What I didn't really get to tell you about in the book was the time I saw my brother. When I was living with him, I I made a commitment to him that no matter what, I'd make him extremely successful. It was in my blood. Whatever it took, I'd make sure he was successful, because he saw me at my most vulnerable, and I wanted to make sure I delivered whatever I could to him. So he said he wanted to build a fitness facility for parkour. That was his dream, his passion. He wanted to do this. Parkour. It's basically a fancy way of walking. But you backflip and you jump from building to building, and obstacles that most people can't even fathom. And then he has Ninja Warrior, which you ever watched American Ninja Warrior, like this is what he does. My brother can backflip more times. I've seen him in one night backflip more times than I ever thought about backflipping in my entire life. Right? I'm like, dude, a backflip and backflip. Do a barrel roll, whatever it is. So this is his passion. I had always made fun of him. Our whole life I make fun of him for doing this while I was learning how to make money. I was always making fun of him, right? I'm like, oh, Josh, why are you wasting your time on that? Right? You should be, learning how to make money with me. Like, learn on sales. Like, come to these courses with me. Do this. He's like, if you do that thing, that's your thing. This is my thing. I love this. He doesn't care, right? But he tells me now, while I'm living with him, that he wants to build it. And he said he wants to do it in 5 years. I was like, dude, let's do it in a year. He's like, yeah, I don't have the money. I was like, I don't have the money either. I'm going to find it. Don't worry. I'm going through a divorce. Don't worry about it. I'm going to find the money. So I was like, what if money didn't matter? Let's just pretend. What if money didn't matter? If that wasn't a thing? Oh, well, I don't have a location. I'm a real estate agent. I mean, I suck at it, but I'll figure it out for you, no worries. This was back when I wasn't very good at what I did. So then it was, okay, like, location, money's not an issue. Well, where do you find the students? I was like, that's how you start a business. We gotta go find somebody who's already doing it. You go work for them, figure it out. Once you learn how to do it where the clients are, we just replicate. We just market, we'll replicate, and then we'll build the base. And that's what we did. Within 10 months, he had his gym open. In that first year, he made $100,000, his first $100,000 he's ever made. Give that a round of applause. And I wasn't even this good. I wasn't even this good. Right? Now, he's on track to be a millionaire. By the end of next year, guaranteed. Guaranteed. The goal is to make him $2 million. Here's my problem, my brother. Me and him, we've always competed so hard, but like so subtly. Like the whole time we're like, dude, hey, this is how you beat me. This is what I'm doing. Like, go past me. Like, this is what it is. Pass me. Go do it. Go do better. And then one of us will go past each other. And then we're like, dude, like, I'm up here. Like, come on, let's go. Compete. Like, let's do this. And we raise each other up. Guaranteed he'll pass me. Guaranteed. I've been in the lead for a while in this one. But it's usually a year or two we pass each other. Whatever aspect in life, a year or two we pass each other. And so I know I'm about to slingshot him past me. Because I'm giving him everything. I'm pulling out all the stops on this. I'm pulling favors. So I'm we're playing with like the big leagues, and I'm giving him everything. So he's gonna pass me. That's cool. I'm already happy with my life, but I gotta keep up with him. I gotta make sure that I'm always ahead. I'm always doing the best I can to deliver the most I can. And if he passes me, I'll be humble enough to say, dude, how'd you get there? Right? Like, show me the way. Like, what is it? And I know my brother. He's like, yeah, like, bro, I've been waiting for you. Come on.
Is he younger than you?
A year and a half. Yeah, we're practically the same age. We were homeschooled together. We went through the same grades together. He was always a little smarter than me. My brother was always a little smarter. So when I became wealthier, it just proved you don't have to be smart. That's all I'm gonna say about that. My brother's always been a very intelligent person. Very analytical, very intelligent. When he figures something out, man, he figures it out. And he figures it out fast. I've always been a little more laid back. Well, I'll get to it eventually. We'll figure it out, slow. But when I figure something out, I don't forget it. I'm just consistent. I'm obsessed. So where my brother's always had this natural intelligence, natural gift, I've always had this natural obsessive ability to just grind past him. So he outthinks me, I outgrind him. And it works really well together. Because he also has the outgrind too. Right? Once I figure something out, I got the outsmarts. And that's why working with other people, me and Ron, right? Perfect example. He says I outgrind him, I say he outgrinds me. Right? He'll say the social side of things, the things I say and do to move people forward in their lives, he couldn't do. But the stuff he does behind the scenes, I would never want to do. Right? Oh, look at him go back there. Look at him. Look, I don't even know what he's doing. He's doing something back there.
You didn't listen to your instructions, this fellow's about all.
Ronnie Billions making money. All right. So, basically, what I'm selling is everything. I'm selling everything for $1,000. The reason I chose $1,000, if you can't pay $1,000, you're not ready. That's fine. I'm okay with that. If $1,000 gives you a little anxiety, that's okay. That's perfectly fine with me. I don't cry over it. Like, honestly, multi-millionaire. It's not making or breaking it. It's literally just for you. The reason I charge is for you. The other reason I charge is so I can pay for things. So, you know, choose your poison, right? We're going to, I'm gonna shut this off because I want to keep this on the low. I don't want everybody showing up to where we're going. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Exactly. Because he will kill me. So, guys, if you're interested, you want to go to Vegas, learn how to get your income doubled with the Maverick selling system, double your income 12 months, this is the deal for you. If you're interested in learning social dynamics, from me personally, all the videos are recorded by me, then this is the deal for you. If you're interested in the Alchemist Mastermind, where we meet every 2 months to push you forward, to get you to the next level, pull out all the stops, all the bullshit, and implant the right moves, then this is the deal for you. We're selling it for $1,000. You're going to have to text 774-526-4796, and I will take your money. And on the other side, I will over-deliver. That said, stay tuned for the next one. Later, guys.